Hello, Maurieo Vlogs, number 271, Roundup. Hello, welcome. Well, it's been a busy couple of days on the YouTube front, and so I've called this video Roundup because I've got a number of ideas and topics and things that I need to round up and sort of try and get everything heading in a forward direction. So first thing I guess to address is yesterday's vlog on Battler. I went out and did a little bit of video in the garden and sort of put it together, so that meant that I had to do a little bit of editing, and I did that editing in Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, and put it all together. I'm the world's worst editor probably, so I just put them clips together and cut out a few unnecessary bits just to make it sort of join together. But anyway, and then I recorded a front end and an intro and outro and that sort of thing, put it all together, and then I created the video in Premiere Pro. However, whenever I do that, because I do that for Web Crap of the Week as well, whenever I do that, it creates a very big video, and they take about 2 hours to upload. Now, I know there's something I should be doing in the settings, but I haven't quite worked it out yet. So anyway, yesterday's video I got it done about midnight, and it's as I am here, it's about 11:30 p.m. now. And so I thought I'll just upload it overnight, but I've forgotten that when I do that, it sort of seems to create the playlist, and then if people click on it, it just comes up with a black screen. So that's what happened with my video last night. So a couple of people gave me a bit of feedback that they were just seeing a black screen, which I was really appreciative of, but I went to sleep, and when I woke up in the morning I got the feedback, but by then the video had uploaded and everything was good. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to deal with that in the future, whether I wait until the video uploads and then push the publish button, but ideally I should be able to cut down the density of the video, hopefully in Premiere Pro, because I like to do everything in one thing. So yeah, so a little bit of thing there. I've also got some really good feedback on the video of Battler, and actually one of the viewers, Moz, had actually done I as part of it, as you'll see, I did the background was of reference to a Australian movie, The Castle, and Moz had actually done a review of that. So that was a bit of fun and some great work. So I'd really go and have a look at his work. It's quite good. Moz 42. So you'll probably see him in the comments. You could flick over to his channel in the comments. So yeah, that's going on there. But I've been doing a little bit of live streaming, and in my view, I find that the etiquette of live streaming is quite interesting, and I've been thinking of and the way that you go about it. So I've been thinking of doing a couple of little instructional videos on live streaming from not from the streaming end, but from the viewing end, and some of the little things that you can do and the etiquette around it. So I'm thinking of doing that, but I really need I'm not that haven't had enough experience in that area. So probably if there's anyone that wants to critique what I do, or that might evolve. So I've got all these little thoughts going around in my head, and trying to work them out. And the other thing is, I've been quite busy. It's now 11:30, and I've got to get up and go into work. I usually get up around 6:30, and then get in and get into work at 8. I don't sort of finish there till 5. So I'm really struggling to I can answer most of my comments all right, but I'm really struggling to get out and about and have a look at some of the subscribers' videos and that. I've said on a couple that I'll get back to them as soon as I can, or today. So I've still got a few more to look for. So please, if you feel like I've ignored you, it's not. It's more an oversight than missing, intentional. And I have every intention of getting out there and having a look at your channels and your videos and giving you the sort of support and feedback that I've been getting myself, because I know I'm very appreciative of that. So thanks to everyone that has liked and commented and given a bit of feedback and some of the positive feedback. I might have to do some sort of a bit of a shout out or something like that to try and sort of address the balance, but I'm certainly working on it. So yeah, as I said, today's a bit of a roundup. I need if anyone's got any ideas on the settings for Premiere Pro, that would be good. Any ideas on some of the streaming etiquette and how you do things. It might be best if I produce a couple of videos first, but I'm not quite sure when that'll be. I might do it as part of my part of the vlog. I'm just not sure on that one. But your ideas and feedback on on those sort of topics would be great. And how you perhaps in the comments how you go about keeping up to tracking with all your subscribers and things. Again, that could be another little video episode as well. So so that's a bit of an eclectic mix of that, trying to round up a whole lot of ideas and move forward. So we'll see what comes from that anyway. So let's have a look at today's background. And today's background is this guy here. There's a few clues in there that make it possible. It's a bit of a three-step process. Clearly this guy here is a CEO. He's a CEO of a company that relates back to a product that relates to the theme of today's vlog. I don't know whether that's round up as 2 words or 1, but anyway, I'm going to leave it as 2 because that's what it is at the moment. It could possibly be 1. I had intended to perhaps go back and finish that up, but I'm sure I don't think it'll matter too much. So that's today's guy and yesterday's guy. Well, referencing the castle is always going to create a little bit of work. So this guy here is Michael Caton, a well-known local Australian actor and other things around the world. But here he's playing the role of Daryl Kerrigan from the movie The Castle. And this is the classic case of the Aussie battler, which references back to my machine, and the Aussie battler, where the government is going to take his house to extend the airport, and he fights them tooth and nail and wins. And it's a classic. Probably it's very funny if you're a Kiwi or an Aussie, because you have a really good understanding of the humour that's in it. But it's funny for one and all, but just a tad funnier for the Aussies and the Kiwis. So that gave a really good response from people there, and a lot of people related to that and a few other Aussie movies. So that was a bit of fun. And this movie, The Castle, is referenced quite frequently, and certainly in some of the stuff that I Kiwi culture a little bit, and Aussie culture as well. So there's a few lines from there that come up from time to time. Tell him he's dreaming. That's going straight to the pool room. Things like that. It's I guess you got to be there. So and WT came through with that one first, but he was there was others close behind him. So yeah, let's have another look at today's background, which is this guy here. See if you can tell me who he is in the comments, and a wee bit of feedback on some of the topics I've raised, if you've got the time, that is. All good. Cheers. See you.